Hey guys, welcome to a brand new episode of I Am LaToya Rena. If you are new here, welcome. If you've been here before, hey y'all. Today, I'm going to show y'all how to inject my compounded semaglutide.
Don't play with it, don't be dishonest. Still not understanding.
Okay, so first things first is you need your supplies. In my hands, I have three things. I've got my needle with the syringe attached. I have an alcohol prep pad, and then I have my compounded semaglutide. And it literally comes in a teeny tiny vial like this. I don't know if you can see it very well. There's very little left in here. This was enough for 3 dosages, so 3 weeks. So I'm about to take my 3rd dose. Now, alcohol pad, pretty standard. This is what they gave me. You can use whatever kind of alcohol pad you have access to. And then here is my needle. The needle itself is actually here. I mentioned before that when you have to insert it, and I called it like a plunger, I was referring to here, but I'm going to show you how to do all of that right now. So depending on what your dosage is, that's going to dictate how many units of the semaglutide you draw up. If you look on the syringe, and I'm wondering, I may not be able to show it very well. It's teeny tiny, I bet, guys. But it says it goes from 10 to 100 units. And it does say units on here. It also says milliliters. So 1 milliliter is equivalent to 100 units. It's teeny tiny needle, not that big. And I'll bring it back here for some perspective in comparison to my hand. Tiny, you're not going to draw up a ton. My dosage is to draw up 68. Let me double check. It comes in this little, vial here, but then my pharmacy puts it in a regular prescription bottle. So yes, inject 68 units subcutaneously once a week. That is equivalent to the 1.7 milligram dose of Wegovy. So let's do it. All right, first things first, here's your needle and your syringe. You're gonna pull carefully the orange top off, and carefully for a few reasons. Obviously, you don't want to poke yourself or anything like that. And also too, this needle, and I don't know if y'all can see it very well or not, it's teeny tiny. Let me see. This needle, maybe that's better, I don't know, is super, super, super thin, super skinny. Skinnier than any needle I've ever used for anything, even at work. So you want to make sure when you pull it up that you're being careful. You don't want to poke yourself. And then also too, I feel like it's so thin that it might even bend easily. So that's just something to keep in mind. All right, I have my vial here. I'm going to turn it upside down so that all the medication falls here. If you look here, there's like a little rubber hole. That's where you're going to insert your needle into. The rest of this is kind of like a metal or like a stiffer plastic. I'm not sure what it's made out of. You would not be able to insert your needle inside of the silver part. You will only be able to insert your needle inside of this rubbery part here, which this piece here actually keeps the medicine from coming out. And quick disclaimer, as you can see on my shirt, I'm a respiratory therapist. I am not a nurse, but some medications that we do administer require us to use vial and needle and stuff like that. So that's why I know a little bit about what to do. I'm going to tilt my vial sideways a little bit. And I'm going to insert the needle in the middle. So it's in there. The thing though that I found, because at work, when I draw medication up, the needle and syringe is much thicker, so it's easier to hold. This in particular is very challenging to hold, so forgive me if I'm not the best at it. It's kind of hard to hold this and hold your vial steady, but you can do it. And as you can see, I've got my fingers kind of, 2 fingers kind of wrapped around the needle, the syringe itself, and then I've got 2 fingers wrapped around the top of the top of the vial to try to make sure that I'm holding it as steady as I can, because what I'm going to have to do next is pull, for lack of a better word, this plunger down and the medication will go inside of the syringe. And like I said before, it's a little challenge coordinating it, so bear with me. Like I said, I've got 2 fingers up here on the vial. I've got 2 fingers, well, actually I've got 3 fingers holding onto the syringe. I just took the orange top off so that you can get to like the little plunger part. And now I am going to pull downward, and I'm using 2 fingers to do this. I'm gonna use 2 fingers to pull downward. I know you guys can't see the numbers on here because my fingers are blocking everything, but I am pulling it, and I am now at 68 units. So I'm going to carefully remove the syringe and needle from the vial. Pulling up gently. You don't want to pull too abruptly. You may pull and accidentally poke yourself. So just keep that in mind. But I've got 68 units drawn up. I'm taking a look to see. Yeah, I still have some of the semaglutide left, and that is because my initial dosage of this, the pharmacist told me not to go straight to 68 units, which, as I stated before, 68 units is the same as 1.7 milligrams of Wegovy. Prior to switching to the compounded semaglutide, I had only been on the 1 milligram dose of Wegovy. So the pharmacist wanted me to not just jump right into 1.7, especially since I'm changing technically the medication as well as the dosage. So he advised me, I think, to do like 50 units or 58 units the first dose, and then the second one I did the full 68, and then this I'm doing the full 68. So as a result, I still have a little left because this was created to be 3 doses of 68 units. Hope that makes sense. So there's a little left in here that I'll be able to use for next week's, but of course I'm going to have to get this prescription refilled so that I can get the whole dosage for next week as well as the 2 weeks after that. So I've got my medication drawn up into my syringe and needle. It's great. I would, and I'm doing this probably not in the safest manner, but I'm kind of comfortable. I would have gone on ahead, opened up my alcohol swab, pulled that out, right, and cleaned the area that you're going to inject prior to doing this. But I did not. Bear with me. I would highly suggest for someone who's never done anything like this before to make sure that you're going ahead and clean first before you start fumbling with this, right? With the compounded semaglutide, you still have the same options as you did with Wegovy. So you can do, if you've got someone who is there to work with you, you can do the back of your arm. You can also do your stomach yourself, or you can do your thigh yourself. If y'all have been with me, if y'all have been my A1 since day one, y'all know I am a big fan of doing my thighs. It just doesn't hurt as bad. And because of that, I like to do my thigh. I have done my stomach a time or two. Don't love it. And then I don't have anybody inject me. I could, but you know, I just kind of do this when I have the time, when I'm thinking about it. So yeah, I just do myself, either my stomach or my thighs, mostly my thighs. So today I'm going to stick to All Reliable, which is my thighs. So I'm going to clean the area on my thigh now. But I am bringing my shorts up a little bit. I've got my alcohol swab. I am cleaning the top of my thigh. If you have drawn up your medication prior to wiping and stuff like that, be safe with this. Unfortunately, you can't, like, I wouldn't put the top back on and stuff like that because you run the risk of poking yourself. So my recommendation to anybody who hasn't done this before is clean the area first and then fumble with getting the medication out, okay? So anyway, I have now cleaned my thigh. I'm gonna back up and I am going to show y'all me inserting myself. So needle was upright at first. I'm turning it downward, obviously, because we need to go into the thigh. And now at this time, I'm going to insert the needle. Needle is in. And now with your plunger part, which I hope y'all can see this, with your plunger part up top, you are going to gently push the plunger down into the needle, or into the syringe. I'm doing it slowly, not too fast. And you push it all the way until all the medication's in, and then gently remove the needle from your skin, and that is it. You guys have like biohazard bins or something to put sharps in. And so I would put that in there as well. But if you still have your cap and you're able to put it on and you feel comfortable and safe, you can do that as well. But that is essentially it. I do have a little speck of blood, nothing major. But like I essentially did not feel it. As y'all saw, I didn't flinch or anything like that. And that's why I like the thigh, because it doesn't hurt as bad. My stomach just seems much more sensitive and tender, and I don't like injecting it. I have not tried it with, you know, the compounded semaglutide, but I probably won't try it because I'm not interested. So that is essentially it, guys. I hope that this was helpful. I hope that I made sense. This is a new journey, but it's not as bad as you might think it is. So if you like the content that I'm offering to you, please make sure that you hit the like button as well as the subscribe button, so that when new content comes your way, you're one of the first people to see it. It also helps this channel grow, which we are currently sitting at 902 subscribers, guys. Thank you so much for your love, your support, your comments, all the things. It really is the reason I continue to do this. I really want to help people. That's kind of what I do in my life, that I want to do in my life, is help others. So the fact that this is helpful to you guys, y'all are finding value in it, and y'all continue to show up each and every week, I greatly appreciate it. One little quick thing too, just because I don't ever really have like a huge opportunity to show y'all what my body's looking like, I think I'll go ahead and do that. I'm gonna pull my shorts down, back down, and I'm gonna back up. So this is just me standing here with some shorts on. This is me at 174 pounds. I'm turning around slowly so you can see all that there is of me. I am gonna lift my shirt a little so that y'all can kind of see. Transparency, you know, I'm looking pretty good. I'm pretty pleased with it. Still got a little room to go, but this is me at 175 pounds, and I started at 230 pounds. So 36 weeks ago. So I think that I've made some pretty good progress, guys. Pretty pumped, pretty pleased. Yep, feeling good, feeling good. Anyway, y'all stay tuned for new content that's going to be posting here soon. I will see y'all very soon. Bye.